Streaming. Okay, there we go.
Shit.
An ally has been slain.
She's dead. Why would you stay that long? Okay. I guess I probably could have just walked back in and waited for a heal or a biscuit or something and let the Draven walk out. I think maybe I could have walked away. Okay, yeah, he should be dead.
Oh, they could be fine.
Okay.
Draven, just go Draven.
Yeah.
He should be dead. Dies.
Okay, good. He's gonna miss a pretty huge wave there.
Good.
So what up, everybody on stream?
What up, everyone? Seraphine's still missing.
What's up, Lucas?
Okay, it's good. Oh, dude. 2 ham. Ace is dead.
Alright. I've been tinkering with the idea of trying a priest out. I think I'm probably gonna stick with druid, but priest does look pretty cool too.
Seraphine's missing.
Drew baited.
Nice. got the Seraphine.
Just don't get killed, please. Don't get soloed. And she's gonna get soloed.
Shit, I'm coming.
Are you kidding me right now? I'm gonna be stuck.
Ally has been slain.
Lemmings into the Draven. They be careful. I'm backing back in the bush. Pushes up to tower. Immediately gets soloed.
Oh.
Does she have ult? Ult!
What?
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double kill.
I don't know why she didn't just ult, but okay.
We almost aced their whole team.
Nice. Caitlyn somehow has 5 kills, okay. Yeah, we overstayed on that plate. Now they get dragon if they want it. I can't. Should have backed after 1 plate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna get it. I'm just gonna wait on this last take. Hey, what's up, Dave? Hey, cool, man. Thanks, Black Falcon. Yeah, sounds good.
Kha'Zix is definitely gonna be looking bot soon, so just be careful.
Okay. Good call, good call.
You guys are just tearing it up, so he's bound to be down there.
Mind-freeing fish. Yeah, I'll hook you up if there's something that that's an upgrade for me. I'll give you a couple gold for pieces. And the mind-freeing fish, that's right. I can't go too much further in than that, but... Okay, I'm coming. Kha'Zix is behind you guys.
You got me. Nas is pretty big, so...
Oh, I thought you were gonna say some good intellect plate pieces going on the auction house. I'm like, really? I mean, I guess like that's good for maybe some paladins. But yeah, the greens are nice. Usually for a lot of greens, if it's just kind of whatever, you can sell it for 2 or 3 gold. Yeah, against pretty much all AD, I'm just gonna go plated steel caps. And then we can kind of decide after that. We could still go demonic embrace. That was rough. That's all good. Hecarim died too. Or Thornmail. No, I probably need to go Thornmail. He doesn't have ult? Yeah. We got him, right? Yeah. Nice. Sweet.
Not sure where it's at.
Damn, really? My wards, like, literally just went down? Maybe they just swept him or something. Holy... Are you wanting to go Alliance, Dave? That is true. We wouldn't have as many people to draw on, though. I mean, we don't have to let, you know, sweaty, you know, super sweaty, bad attitude min-maxer people into the guild. But, yeah, I mean, if no one's going Alliance, then it's going to be a real hard time questing and finding anything in the open world. Although, I mean, I have been thinking about Alliance. It would be pretty fun. Like I was saying, if everything else was even, maybe. But I know we already have some people committed to Horde. myself, you know, included to some extent, right? I've put a lot of time into leveling up my druid. I was thinking about priest. I mean, there is a very good PvE reason to play priest, right, with the spirit bonus for humans. I mean, troll priests are pretty good too, especially for PvP. I should have gotten a sweeper there also. But I know, but I'm trying to scout it out and see a little bit more, like if I'm willing to even go Alliance. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going Druid, but I'm gonna do a bit more research tonight, maybe tomorrow, and before I like try to make any sort of official announcement about it. So, somebody's coming up there. I think Draven. I mean, how do you feel about it? Do you really want to go Alliance, or are you just kind of, you're good with whatever?
I'm good with whatever.
Okay. I know some of those things you were talking about earlier, that's probably Horde related, I would assume.
Yeah, yeah. It is. Yeah, honestly. Kinda.
That is a thing.
Yeah.
What about, I know Connor and, Devin, are they like fully committed to Horde?
I would say Devin is, but Connor and Pat would be more inclined to go Alliance, I think.
Okay.
Just depends, because I mean, Connor was talking today how he wants to play as Warrior because he's already invested the time.
Yeah. Is that his Horde Warrior?
Yeah.
Okay. That's to say, I'm
Warrior,
sure he's
correct.
probably he probably has an Alliance Warrior too, but
Oh, he
yeah.
does.
I mean, I know Black Falcon really likes, like, he's really wanted to do Alliance, but like I've said, you can hand off your gold, apparently, over to a different faction.
Okay. It's definitely something to consider. I mean,
Yeah. Black Falcon was telling me about that technique earlier. Basically, you just post an item in the Booty Bay auction house, or items, at like ridiculous prices, and then you buy it. So like you just get an alt and you post up like a 20 stack of cloth for 300 gold, and then you get on your you post that on your Alliance character, for example, and then your Horde character, you buy it for the 300 gold, and then it gets transferred, because that auction house is for both factions.
oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. And so then you can basically hand it off by having super overpriced goods that you purchase one way or another. And so yeah, so you can get the gold over. So that's the only reason I'm even considering it. And the fact that Black Falcon said they might do the boost in the pre-patch, I could just boost a priest. And then it still wouldn't be like a total waste having the Tauren, because I will have farmed up a lot of gold. And then he said he would spend all day and night boosting everybody who wants to do Alliance. That is sort of re-rolling from our Horde people, if we decided to do that. Because he tells me at least 20 times a day to go Alliance.
Damn, said. Be right there.
Nice. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize they were on Soul Point. It's good we shut that down.
Right. Definitely.
Okay. What's up, Wings? Wings says he's willing to do it as well, although it would be a pain. I think Black Falcon said he has a really decked out paladin. He would be willing to boost everybody that has already done some horde. I talked to the other warlock guy. I can't remember what he's called in YouTube chat, but I'm friends with him. Okay, we'll probably just do try to do Demonic Embrace. It's our final item if we get there, just because it's kind of tanky and gives us a little bit extra damage too. And I believe the thing is with pre-patch, you'd still have like 2 months or something to, probably 1 to 2 months, I would imagine, for people to level up and do different things. And you can't even use your boost on something, like I said, which is probably what I would do. The leveling actually gets a lot faster too. I think with pre-patch and TBC, they added a lot of quests and you get way more XP. And like, mounts, I believe, are cheaper, or at least you can get them faster at 30 instead of 40.
Yeah,
so
you can buy them for 200 gold, your epic ground mount. For training or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh god.
Double kill. Dominating.
Oh god.
Ow.
If you do Warlock, on ally side, I believe you can either, like, Gnome is probably the min-max pick, I believe, or, humans are eligible. I don't remember if Draenei are.
Your turret has
Draenei are, like, the big ticket PvE. The more people that can go Draenei, the better, I believe. But I've heard people say that, like, Alliance, you know, the common wisdom is that Horde is better at PvP and Alliance is, or Horde is also better at PvE because of Orc and, the Orc active and the Troll active. But I've had some people say that Alliance might actually be better at PvE if you have, a Draenei in each group, or in most groups. Because, like, that extra 1 hit is kind of a big deal. And then it also gives some mana to everybody, too. Yeah, I'm doing the tank Maokai. I've been really digging it lately.
godlike.
Oh,
Nice.
probably catch these fools.
Shit, I guess everyone got sound by his head. Oh my god, the long range Axe of Destiny. That's still basically an ace. Yeah, we're talking World of Warcraft D. If you want in on it, I'm gonna have an announcement video soon, but we're making a guild, channel guild, and we'd like to bring in as many channel people as possible. Yeah, the Warlocks don't really need Spirit, so that's why it doesn't matter as much. To be honest, the only class that really offers a lot PvE-wise to Warlocks are Orcs, because of the extra ability power they get. Everything else is just kind of decorative. Obviously, Undead for PvP is good, but Gnomes, like intellect, does matter some. It does help with your mana pool, but yeah. But I think it's pretty much just whatever you're most interested in. I don't remember if Blood Elf can do it. Blood Elf probably can. If Blood Elf can do it, then Draenei might be able to do it. If Draenei can do it, then Draenei is the meta pick. But I don't remember if Draenei can do it or not. I thought that Blood Elves and Draenei were symmetrical, but I could be wrong about that.
Causes goes through this. I'm just ignoring Alley.
Okay. Oh my god. Holy shit, that's troll. Dude, how did he pull me like 5,000 units away? Wait, Hecarim. What the fuck? Hecarim didn't even have his E. Like, he wasn't even charging. Does Draenei have Warlock? I don't know. Or whatever they're called. Maybe not. Blood Elves have it, right? Black Falcon says that is preposterous based on the lore. You haven't played since the Panda expansion? Well, good. Then you've missed the worst of it. Now have the best of it. come back to TBC. So we're playing on Classic TBC, which I think is probably better, or at least fun. It's different from retail. Very opposed to Warlocks, probably.
Shut down.
But yeah, that 1% hit for both physical and melee classes is extremely good for PvE. Hit is something that's really, really underrated by a lot of people, but that's usually the best stat to stack until you get hit capped, which is usually at 9%. Oh, are they? Allie's just like swarming around this.
Can we fight them?
Yeah, we can get Allie maybe. I think he ulted.
Who?
Allie. No, there he is.
Yeah, I probably do Baron now.
Yeah, I can zone.
You guys walk out. Grabbing top.
The Druids, I'm pretty sure Tauren are better both at PvE and PvE than Night Elves, but it's not a huge difference. You just get a little bit more HP. The herbalism, the 15 extra herbalism is definitely relevant because they're so good at gathering herbs in Outland. But I mean, Night Elves do look cooler than Tauren do. That Wisp movement speed is going to help a lot when we keep getting turbo ganked by the Horde. That's fine. Obviously, being decked out, you do get
Oh
sort
my
of a
god.
fresh start.
This has 700 stacks.
Wow. Oh, jeez.
You're going for soul. Get inhib. It's wide open. Then we have to go drag.
Yeah. Or we could just force them. I mean, we can just end the game if they don't come up here. If they do come up, then we have position. They'll probably stick one person back. Okay, Hecarim's back, though, to match that.
Ooh.
Hecarim might be able to get Dragon just for free here, we'll see.
Might fight.
Damn. God, Draven. Holy shit. God, Draven hurts.
We're not gonna get that, are we?
No. He smited it with 16 HP left. Yeah, he got Lord Doms now. The Draven did, so.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yeah, they might be able to end.
Your inhibitor has been
Well, we do have Baron too.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna be able to end.
We're coming.
Okay.
Somebody can start a fight. Hecarim, bro.
Okay. Alley's just hinting. Okay, we can just end, I think.
Yeah. Draven's
should-
dead.
Yeah, I should be able to run down the Seraphine. Wow, they were out too. Alley just straight. I mean, I guess he was trying to save his team, but. No, I've just been kind of late this last week. My sleep schedule's been off because I'm trying to do so many different things. But go Alliance to Stalag, you're not gonna have the place to yourself. I'll tell you that. You'll have, yeah, you'll have Stormwind to yourself. There have been some Alliance coming in. I've seen some lately. There are some Contrarians, but definitely, especially in a more compressed place, we're trying to farm Tekawar Forest or whatever. Or just trying to get into Serpentine Cavern.
Fortunately, that's gonna have to be it for me.
Okay, it's all good. I'll catch you next time, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be on a lot tomorrow, so
okay.
I should be able to get a couple more games in.
Alright. See you, man.
Dude.
The dodge is nice on Druid. I think that 5% max HP is probably better. But the dodge might be better. It's pretty close. You get a lot of PvP experience. It's true. Oh, just the Alliance zones? That is true. Yeah, I knew what you meant. Obviously, you're not going to have STV to yourself or anywhere in Outland. I'm pretty sure everywhere in Outland is a contested zone. That's right. Get to zone into a raid. We'll have to have, like, I don't know, a Warlock pop an invisibility potion if those are things. I don't remember. Like, have a couple of people pop invisibility potions and like the warlock, and then have 2 rogues, and then just have the warlock summon everybody into the raid. I don't. I'm thinking about it. We'll have to talk to everybody and ask, and I'll have to really like weigh the repercussions. I might try. Like, I could maybe try it out on the beta. I mean, if I wanted to go priest, I think that would make a lot more sense than druid, but. Level cap in Classic is 70. Okay, let me grab some coffee here real quick, and then we'll get back in there. They are going to have a boost also. I don't know what the... Oh, I'll get on the other account here. Let me see. I know, Falcon, but I also need to decide myself, man. I haven't decided before I make a, you know, determination. It'll still be a couple of months. I'm digging this tank Maokai, though. Especially against, like, heavy AD teams. Seems pretty good. Yeah, I could make a preliminary video maybe to release tomorrow just to get a sense. It sounds like most people are at least open to the idea of Alliance versus Horde. But that's right, Dave. I know. I hadn't really tried the Dead Man's Rush on Maokai, but I actually liked that quite a bit. I didn't even have a Mythic last game. I guess I could have gotten Locket instead of trying to do Demonic. Like, I feel like it just doesn't... It doesn't even matter that much on Maokai. I'm pretty sure Dave's married too with kids. He's just saying that. I don't think Ashe is great right now. I've heard Double Lift and Sneaky recently in sort of their broadcast of LCS stuff. I've heard them actually call Ashe the worst ADC in the game right now. I don't know if I'd go that far, but they're not really big on it. And damn kids and their food. So like it could work. I mean, if you're really good on Ashe, just right now her damage is kind of limited compared to some of the other champs out there, but she goes kind of in and out. So I would say if you like playing her, you can make her work, but she's not historically one of the champs that immediately springs to mind in terms of strength in most metas, like Kai'Sa. ADC, like the ADC meta changes more than almost any other role. Like it's hard to one-trick a single ADC. As it feels like so many of them are dependent on the kinds of supports that are in play, whether or not assassins are meta or not. Like they seem like probably one of the most meta roles. Whereas most other roles, they're almost always certain champs like Riven, you know, where if you're really good you can make it work pretty much always. But it feels like with ADC, you got to kind of adjust. A Draven might be someone who's kind of always... If it was like a one-trick champ that you were going to invest a lot of time in that would be good in solo queue at like low diamond and lower, probably Draven. But... because he very rarely gets like touched as far as like balance goes. In the doghouse. Yeah, sure. I mean, whatever you wanna talk about. So like right now, like I said, it changes. What I think is good. I think that Kai'Sa is getting nerfed next patch. But if you're talking about something to main that's kind of always relevant, Kai'Sa seems like she could be pretty good. Trying to think of other things. Like Jinx right now is really good. Oh, Ezreal. If you're like, if you become super good on Ezreal, I think he's pretty much always a viable pick. Polygamy. Alright, Lulu's banned. Don't know necessarily that I want to do. They're pretty much all AD again. Shaco could go AP, but the current builds have been AD on him. I like this too with this rune setup because like it's still the AP runes, but it's got water walking, so you get a little bit of damage, and like this mana flow ban helps out a ton with biscuits if you go tank because you don't get any mana items as tank. It's usually just dead mans into either Locket or Thornmail. Yeah, they're pretty much all AD again. Tristana's pretty good right now. I'm trying to think of, because I do have a one-trick video, so be sure to watch that. I update it usually twice a year. I could do another update of that at some point soon. But, yeah, check it out, see what you think. Right now we're Horde on Stalag. But, it's like a super Horde dominated server, and it's kind of a smaller server, so we're thinking about switching that. I think they're going to give free transfers probably around the time that TBC launches, which is going to be in June. And like you can probably tell from the chat, we're thinking about maybe even just doing Alliance. But I know Black Falcon's always pushing for it. Sounds like Dave would be interested in it. And I know Jason Azir from the channel has a high-level mage. Or a high-level priest on Alliance side. I don't know about Connor and Devin. Those are two guys. Now, I'm not entirely sure that they're even going to raid that much. I've heard different sort of accounts about it, but I think their intent is to probably raid. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can join the guild and just level at your own pace and be chill, and people will probably come help you with quests and stuff sometimes too. And yeah, I mean, I want it to be kind of a friendly way to bring the channel together as well. So it doesn't just have to be you want to be part of the raid scene. You know, there might be a lot of people that don't, right? Either their work schedule doesn't work with whatever we decide for raiding. It's going to be difficult to fit everybody's schedule. Or they just don't have the time to farm the consumables for raids, or they just want a PvP, or whatever. That's fine. But yeah, you're welcome to join. We have a Discord right now, the Strategy Professor Discord, that I can link in the description, or one of the mods can link it to. And you're welcome to go on there and just let us know, like, if you are interested in maybe trying to raid. Once again, it's not a guarantee of a raid spot, but if you're interested in that, or if you just want to be a part of the guild, you know, just say hello, start chatting in the on the Discord. I don't think it's like super active yet, but
30 seconds until minions spawn.
It is better to have purpose.
But yeah, you're welcome to join. Oh, well, I don't know. It just depends on the nature of the argument, and I just don't know your wife well enough. Like, some people are just, you know, everybody's going to be very different in terms of their, you know, how they handle things. I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, never mind. We got the minions rolling up. Wasn't really paying attention. Probably put too many seeds down. Because I don't have a ton of mana regen, but... Conventional wisdom, you know, people would just say apologize and, you know, move on. But it just depends on what the fight was over. And I don't think it's always necessarily you're supposed to cave. That's like the easy answer. But... the old happy wife, happy life aphorism. Ooh. I was hoping he'd hit the wall and pull himself over, but... Shaco did go comment, so he might be going AP Shaco, which is annoying, but hopefully he won't get too fed. But yeah, that is the easiest, like, quick fix probably, is just to apologize and try to figure out what the nature of the disagreement is and how to avoid conflict in the future. You know, my whole thing, like, the argument against that is, if you just establish a pattern of always folding, then some people will take advantage of that. So it just depends on how your relationship's working and what your long-term goals are and things like that. I think apologizing or trying to understand their position can be a good thing. Should have flashed the initial hook, I suppose. But yeah, I think that apologizing doesn't necessarily mean that you're agreeing. So you could try to make that clear. Say, look, I'm sorry that I upset you, or whatever. You could say, I'm still think that maybe what I was doing, like, I might do it again, or I might still be on board with that, but I could understand why you would be frustrated by that. Okay. Yeah, they are going to offer that boost feature, like I said. Really? Oh my god. I did not think he was going to have kill potential with the flash hook there. But yeah, we're going to need some shamans for sure. Actually, let me get a, probably, you know, 1 or 2 restos would be nice, and then, 1 or 2 enhancements, and, an elemental. I think Dave's wants to do elemental. Like, your relationship is unrepairable? Well, that's not good. But yeah, we're not gonna be that like, the only thing we'd be exclusive about on the channel is just, like, attitudes, right? If someone is just, like, really toxic or whatever, and they don't want to change, they aren't willing to change, and they're just constantly just making it a, you know, a bad environment, then that would be the only reason we would potentially, you know, remove someone from the guild. But I hope it would never come to that. Yeah, as far as raid stuff goes, you know, there might be some cases, potentially, if someone is just, like, not, shit, I'm gonna get boxed. Might is dead. Yeah. Where did he even come from? I guess he jumped in from here. It's definitely, it feels bad. But yeah, the cool thing about TBC also is that all sorts of kind of meme specs are viable to bring like one of them to a raid. So most specs, if you ever wanted to play something a little exotic, can be played. But yeah, if you like Shaman, we definitely would be in the market for Shamans. So you want 4 or 5 Shamans. Warlocks are in high demand. Kind of as many Warlocks as you can get. Hunters are in high demand. About as many Hunters as you can get. And then most other classes, there's room for at least 1 or 2. In an ideal situation. I mean, you know, the best thing is just to have 25 people that show up to the vast majority of raids and have a good attitude and have like a team, like a guild first mentality. I think that's the most important thing versus like what is your exact raid composition, you know? Oh my god. Let me actually go one more potion. I'm buying a lot of consumables, which is kind of awkward, but no rogues though. I mean, we can have rogues. They're not necessarily the best to have multiples, but I still think that having one, especially if we're gonna have a paladin and a druid tank, you gotta have a gnome rogue, man. Would it be okay if it was a gnome rogue though, Black Falcon, like a cute female gnome rogue? How can you not like that? Are the Draenei into being rogues or what? Warlock and rogue Draenei? If we did go Horde, there is like a pretty high chance that the average player is going to be much more into like the lore and maybe a little more well-read about the game, so I don't know if that would equate into being like a smarter player or a more negotiable player or whatever, a more positive player. I don't know, like making a lot of assumptions there. I haven't played too much on Alliance. I did play Alliance and Warlords, and there were still toxic people on Alliance and Warlords. And there were toxic people on Horde. I think it just depends on which people you get together with. I think they're good and bad on both. I do think that Horde tends to facilitate more of attract more PvP people in Burning Crusade just because they're widely thought to be the superior PvP race. Tar and Rogue. Gnome Warriors are hilarious. There aren't that many racials that are, like, important for tanking, I don't think. So tanking is just kind of YOLO. I mean, the Tauren are nice in that you get the extra HP, but I think there aren't that many other ones. I was trying to do it without flashing, but... I had heard that back in the day. That Horde seemed like it was more adults and Alliance was more kids. Black Falcon's really up. I mean, obviously Black Falcon, I think, likes the lore of Alliance a lot more, but he also has a really high-level Paladin, and he wants to go Paladin. You might be a dwarf if we go Alliance. I thought your main argument was you already had a Paladin. Unless your Paladin's already dwarf. And it's a trick question. Or a trick answer, I guess. Freaking Deadman's feels like a mythic, though. Like, it just feels so strong when you get it. And the build path is actually really nice, for the most part. Like, just getting a bunch of ruby crystals and cloth armors. Okay. I mean, I could try it out. You do have cooler looking mounts, too. At least on Druid. Like your travel form, I think, looks better. The Panther rather than the Jaguar. Although the Jag's kind of cool, too. Damn, nice. That could definitely be a thing. Holy shit, real. Oh my god, I almost made it out. Damn, and we all got cut off in the river by Shaco. Okay. Your Paladin's Night Elf. I don't think... Can Night Elf be Paladins? I know, that's probably a troll. I'm pretty sure Paladins... Can't Paladins only be humans? Humans and Dwarf in Vanilla, and then Draenei in TBC. Hey, what's up, Jalal? I think it'll hurt, but we'll see. Yeah, Nautilus is lighting people up. It'll definitely matter, but I don't know if it's gonna... I think in Pro she'll still be good. In solo queue she's already kind of just alright, I think. Human Dwarf, yeah, that's what I thought. Draenei can do it in TBC though, right? Get ulted here. Okay, maybe not. How strong? Gale Force versus... We need to try to poke him down first if possible. Priests do have better, or more interesting itemization, I think. Like, their tier 4, I think, is really good. And I was looking, and priests, a lot of priests are kind of really good at healing as well. Like, the information I had looked at before with druids are really good, too, but I'm gonna look. As far as the math goes, it looks like druids scale, like, way better with, it's gonna say AP, but with healing power.
Enemy double kill. Godlike.
Human dwarf. So we're kind of feeding in this one. we gotta step it up a little bit. I'm gonna wait and just get plated steel caps, just because I already have pretty good vision control with my E. Obviously, I would like to get a control word here, but I think the steel caps are a really big pickup right now. So these two items, you just feel strong as hell when you get steel caps plus Dead Man's Plate. At least I do in solo queue. I don't know. I am going to do a rel guide this week at some point, but yeah. Really? Okay, they got somebody. Alright, Garrett's gonna get him. I was about to say, I shut the Caitlyn up, but... Okay, it was basically an ace. Might have been incorrect to go for Caitlyn there, because a lot of people probably didn't even see her. I mean, it kind of has been a free buffet, so I don't blame the Shaco for going bottom. Every other, like, our solo lanes were, like, just turbo stomping them. We've just been not stomping them in the bot lane.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Fortunately, I am still pretty strong. Dude, if humans could just be druids, man, I think that would tip me over, like, for sure. Because, like, that extra spirit buff is very nice. But ranked is disabled on your server? Okay. Sorry to hear that. I'm not sure. Are you on a Latin American server? I can't clear that other one. I don't think.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Once they were human, now they are only my way.
Latin American North.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Good. I think TF is a good one to specialize in. Dude. Fucking boxes everywhere. Wow. Holy shit, I didn't think I'd get punished that hard. He's not even that fed, but he is AP. Guess I gotta respect it.
An ally has been slain.
I need to try to get more vision around Baron.
Oh, where did I put that summon?
Shut down.
Okay, let's go. Get it.
Has been slain.
Drink deep of what magic remains.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Are they gonna have to deal with Darius, or he's gonna get that base tower?
The humans fear.
Shut down. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Damn.
An enemy has been slain.
I will trample them.
Maybe there's like a storm knocked out part of it or something. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up with the weather
This misuse of
as far as like Latin America North.
I will take them.
Shaco. Damn. Okay, we're gonna get 2 for it though, I think. Or 1. 1 for 1. Blood Elves can be shamans though, right? Or am I off on that? Any good historic drama shows? I don't know. I haven't watched a lot, unfortunately. I think I've heard that, like, The Crown is pretty good, but I don't know. I haven't really watched a ton of TV. Like, Breaking Bad is solid. I've liked some, like Lucifer. I haven't watched the newest season, but I know those are kind of different genres of shows, but... You can't just spam seeds all day with this build just because you're not upgrading them so they stay cheap the whole game.
I will show them what was lost in the ruins.
And it still does, like, some damage. Not an insane amount, but... The slow is still relevant. Like, the amount of points you put into it doesn't affect the slow. They just gonna trade us? Yeah. Dragon for Baron. Are you kidding me right now? I mean, I tried to zone him. Dude, they might just win here. I don't know how the fuck we lost that. I guess the Nautilus just CC'd everyone to death. I don't... Well, I guess we just lose. How did we lose that fight? Like, I was tying up the Nautilus. I feel like I tied up everybody else too, just like nobody turned on the Nautilus. What else definitely cannot be shamans? I don't think so. Did I say shamans? I meant warlocks. But I don't know. If you were horde side, you'd either be undead or orc. Black Falcon brought up a funny point where if trolls could be warlocks, which would kind of make sense, I think, lore-wise. If trolls could be warlocks, they could life tap themselves down to really low health and then use their troll passive for like 30% extra cast speed, but I don't think they can do that. we'll do one more here. So yeah, I kind of had a tough start to the game, but it's like, dude, you can't complain if you're Ezreal, man. Like, you picked Ezreal, you're gonna lose lane. Like, that's how it works. I'm gonna wait a second. Hopefully, we don't get to Ezreal again. I thought the the Draenei had something that gave mana back. I'd have to look at that. Like, that gave mana to your party a little bit. Oh, Symbol of Hope. Okay. So wait, they have 2 actives? Okay, so it gives like 100 mana back. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but it is something. I mean, that's 500 mana for your party. Hey, what's up, Tom Forey? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, apparently Blood Elf was one of the most popular races of all time. I mean, they just look cool as hell. I've heard that was a huge part of why there was imbalance in the original TBC, was because the Blood Elves just looked so cool and everyone wanted to be Blood Elf. More so than the min-maxing. And plus, it was new. Everyone just wanted to try out whatever was new, at the time. Dark Elf and Empire. I am going to do some new Total War. I know I've neglected that recently, so... But I do have a couple of new campaigns that I'm going to come out with. I might be able to record some episodes tomorrow, actually. In the dark. I guess let's do Maokai again. I don't know. I have been having success on him. Last game... Oh, I meant to go back and look and see how we lost that Baron. Obviously, Shaco was able to sneak in from the flank and get it at the last minute, but I thought I was doing a pretty good job of zoning them. Our damage felt like it was really low on the Baron for some reason. And just like nobody turned on Nautilus. We probably should have just turned and killed the Nautilus and just reset. Just got Play Talon? That's true. Blood Elf was the only sort of aesthetic horde faction for a long time. But the question is, where are neckbeards more likely to play Horde, or are they more likely to play Alliance? I just want to know how much hair is going to be on the necks. Where's the molding going to be? This guy play Poppy? Dude, I need to, like, shave my upper face and just keep, like, right here. Just for the neck. It's lost. I think I'll play it. I was thinking about dodging, but Poppy seems really good into Wukong. The neckbeards will definitely be Horde. We're gonna have to pick a server then that is not like ultra alliance dominant, but has a pretty strong alliance presence then to try to cancel out the huge influx of Horde. If we do that.
saplings.
You think private servers are where the neckbeards dwell?
If I am already lost, I will take them with me.
Is he on your... Dude, that's gonna be so sad if he takes his... Okay, he didn't take the chickens. Okay, there he is. The hell? Wolves? Okay, wolves into raptors. Alright, maybe that's the next level. Huh. Well, that is not how I wanted that matchup to go. Okay, might end up going Maokai because we're going to be a little light on damage with Poppy. Probably. Damn it, I'm not going to have a charge for this cannon. Okay, there we go. Okay, I thought we fixed that. Sorry about that. I will change it. You might have to verify an email address, so just give them an email address. You can even make up one that's not your email address if you want. I think we did that just to kind of help out with bots a little bit. Please don't take it. Please don't take it. Okay, let's just back it up. Alright, like I said, this time I think we're going to go for Mandate. That is one really nice thing that I like about Maokai a lot, is you can kind of adjust, especially if your first pick, it's like, do you need a tank? Do you need some AP? Lee didn't take the Q. I know, I'm impressed. Y'all are talking me into Alliance. I kind of like, even though it'd be a little bit extra work, there's still 3 months left. You can boost, and I think that Black Falcon, anyone that's already Horde, I think he said he would help people, you know, basically boost people up to level, at least to level 40 or so. And I know that, I'm pretty sure, I'll have to run it by Jason, but I'm pretty sure Jason would be willing to play Shadow Priest. Or he could boost and play, you know, if he does want to play Rogue. Obviously, it'd be better, like, composition-wise if he plays Shadow Priest. I don't want to, like, force him to play that, but that's an extremely valuable class that's very rare. I mean, if I do decide to go Priest, I guess there's a world where I could go Shadow Priest. I would rather heal, but that would be on the table. Both of those Priest specs are, like, very, very good for rating. Of course, Druid is also, like, pretty much every spec of Druid, with the exception of, like, DPS Cat. DPS Cat does bring some stuff, but, like, Feral Bear, even Boomkin, and Resto are all, like, really good, valuable specs. Now, I don't have the armor here, so it is going to be a little bit harder to dive. If he hit that, we could have baited him. Even in normals, people, well, yeah, man. I mean, like, there's just always going to be people that don't do well in League of Legends. That's just the nature of, you know, that's just the nature of a competitive game like League of Legends with random teams, you know, like, it's always going to be somebody who doesn't do well. Definitely the first couple of games tonight, I did not do super stellar. So, ugh, almost. Damn, Poppy, come on, bruh. Why are we diving, though? If Wukong gets, like, strong, then maybe, I don't know, I may regret, like, not going tank. I can get tanky type of stuff if I want to, though. As, like, later items. But yeah, I mean, normals are, even if it's not people that are, like, maliciously trying to throw, a lot of people are trying out stuff in normals, you know? So it's going to be stuff they're not going to be as good on, and they're just not going to be as committed to trying to win. Kind of like what Dave said, right? Because it's just kind of a for fun sort of build. Okay, Kayn is going red Kayn, alright. Tanks and healers. I mean, we do need more of them, but we have plenty of slots for DPS. I'd rather people, you know, just play whatever you want to play. Early access, right? We can recruit, too. We have, so far, I'm going to be a healer. I'm going to be a healer. Black Falcon's going to be a tank. I'd really rather not tank as Bear. I mean, I don't have all the tools we're going to have in TBC, but just kind of leveling up as Bear, like, it's just so slow, like, your auto attacks and things like that, and you just don't have a lot of tools. It's cool. Like, it's probably a lot better in TBC, but Paladin, Priest, Hunter, Rogue. I will say, of those, Rogue is probably the one that we would want the least, although we could make room for you if you want to do it. But if you're sort of... you know, open to other options, I think Hunters are the best single target DPS, so definitely want Beastmaster Hunters and one Survival Hunter. This, and then actually, let me just go ahead and grab these just because it's a more efficient buy. So we definitely need, I don't think we have any Hunters yet, so Beastmaster Hunter's good. Paladins, we have, as far as I know, we have a prop Paladin, so we would still probably like to have at least one other Paladin, either ret or healing, and 2 would be fine, 1 ret, 1 healing. And then Priest, there's definitely room for Priest. both shadow and healing. Like right now I'm druid. There's a chance I could switch over to holy priest, but shadow, like we definitely want shadow priest. It's a rare class. It supposedly has pretty fun rotations. It's really good. So if you're interested in shadow, we definitely want that, but even holy priest, we'd like that too. I think most you can do 2 holy priests. You could probably even do more than that. The healers are fairly well balanced from what I understand, so. But yeah, I mean, you kind of want probably 2 resto shamans just for the mana tide totem on 2 different parties. And, 1 elemental, 1 enhancement. And just kind of 1 of each of the other healers for the most part. So you could do 2 priests or 2 druids or, I guess, 2, like, holy paladins. It's really pretty open. I mean, we can theory craft all day, like, perfect comps, but as long as we get people that have a good attitude, that show up, you know, to a lot of the raids, I think we'll be able to progress. It'll be fine. The most important thing is showing up and having the right attitude on a consistent basis. Now, I know people are going to have to miss sometimes. I'll play one more, since this was kind of a short stream here. I know people have to miss, and we can sub in, you know, every now and then. It's just, you know, especially if you're a healer or a tank, like, it's important to be there for a large portion of the raids. If you're DPS, we might be able to sub somebody in, because I'm sure there will be some people that just mostly PvP, or that just can't always commit to raiding, but they'll be around, so, like, maybe sometimes they can, just to kind of have a crew of reserves. And we would, you know, be able to play with the people that aren't raiding. We could do BGs with them, or arenas, run them through Karazhan, you know, at off times. Like, we'll hook them up, you know, we'll treat people right, even if they're not in the major raiding group, and then be able to sub them in if we have to. That was so hard to get back when last time I played in Warlords. Like, that was the huge problem. It's just nobody wanted to be a reserve. Everybody wanted, you know, it was either main rating or not, you know, and that was just annoying. Like, I understand where people were coming from, but because they had access to raid, looking for raid, and then normal raids, and then heroic raids, and all this stuff, so many people had already seen all the content, and, you know, they could just go, like, solo queue that stuff a lot of times. That trying to get people together for Mythic, it was just so hard to get people to commit. Versus my TBC guild way back in the day, we had lots of people that were reserves, and it was great. Because if somebody had to miss, or whatever night, we could just plug somebody else in and still, like, make some good progress on raids. So, it's really important to have a good, like, roster of reserves and people that are cool with that. Sometimes, so. And usually, like I said, that'd probably be, like, mostly, because it's not like you can't do anything if you're not raiding. I think that'd be mostly kind of the PvP crowd that we could pull in, and especially DPS. If you're down 1 DPS, you know, and maybe your reserve DPS does 10% less DPS than your major, like, not 10% overall, but, like, if the major DPS that you're missing contributes, you know, 8% of the damage on a boss, and the guy that you sub in as a reserve contributes 6%, it's fine most of the time. You'll probably be able to take the boss down. Major Warlock will be ultra valuable for portals or having those summoning. There are summoning stones, but Warlocks are Warlocks and Hunters are the 2 best DPS. Like, we want a lot of Warlocks too. I mean, basically, it's almost unlimited for warlocks and hunters as far as DPS goes. Like, we can make room for warlocks. I would say in general, warlocks are more desired than mages. Mages are good, but it's just warlocks are kind of better at almost everything in PvE, in raids. Arcane mages, like, once they get their 2-piece tier 5, can be pretty strong. Wow, really? I could do Rakan into this, but I kind of feel a Maokai. I don't know. So maybe I can run at him. But yeah, if it's 50-50 between Warlock and Mage, I think that, you know, I would highly recommend Warlock. But mages are good, and they're both good in PvP. So it's not like either one would be bad. It's just the Warlocks are a little bit stronger. They're not as mana dependent, so for longer fights. And their AoE is so strong with Seed of Corruption. Like, Warlocks are kind of the kings of AoE damage on fights. And just their gear just scales better in general. Like, just because of their talents. Like, their Shadow Bolt is one of the highest scaling abilities in the game. Especially with haste. Like, just all of the stats align. Like, the stars align for Warlocks. Like, super good with haste. Super good with spell power. Like, massive scaling. And just pretty good utility. Like, not relying on mana a lot. You being able to life tap means you don't have to itemize at all towards, like, spirit or intellect. So you can just put all of your stats into, like, healing power. Or, into DPS, rather. Not, like, super thrilled about this, but I guess we'll run it. They do have some AP threats here. But yeah, there are summoning stones, but Warlocks can summon into dungeons and raids, which is very nice as well. Mage portals are cool, but, you know, Shatrath is not very far away. Like, Outland's a little bit smaller. And, like, one mage can, like, port the entire raid somewhere. So, again, if you just have one mage, it's fine. Versus Warlocks. Warlocks also have Soul Stones, which is kind of like a battle res. You have to do it preemptively, but, you know, having those Soul Stones is pretty nice. Exactly, yeah, Soul Stones are huge. Warlocks do a lot. I was a Warlock in BC, and I was, like, top DPS in my guild for a while. Now it was a small server guild, and we didn't have everything probably min-max, but I was doing my best to min-max back then. I was sweating in a friendly way. I was your friendly neighborhood neckbeard sweater. The self-resing soulstone. You have that, but you can soulstone other people too. Yeah. So it's not just you. I don't know if it changed in retail or not, but you can, like, soulstone, like, a tank or something. Which, obviously, if they die, they're going to lose their threat, but on some bosses, you can get it back pretty quickly. So, yeah, it's definitely very nice.
Minions have spawned.
And we're definitely going to want to go tank version here. So we have to get on the Yumi and the Caitlyn and kill him. We got to try to wait on... Yeah. Paladin Divine Intervention is nice. That can only be used on yourself. Why he doesn't use my seed, I'm not sure, but okay. What's up, Purple? No, we're not. I mean, that's the thing about the channel, is we talk about a lot of stuff. Right now we're talking about WoW. Sometimes we talk about, you know, TV shows. Sometimes we talk about literature, movies. I mean, it's just like walking and chewing gum. I don't know. Like, I don't always talk about League. I don't think most streamers who stream League only talk about League 24/7, right? I mean, maybe I'm wrong about that, but I feel like that's not really that weird. Or they just don't talk at all. So sorry if that's confusing, but If you have any questions about anything specific, that's fine. But I mean, the game just started, so there wasn't that much like going on. And I still do talk about League when there's something like, you know, really important to comment on that's going on, right? Okay. Yeah, we're not talking about League. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk about every you know, I think I do have some beginner guides, like absolute beginner guides, for the game, but I'm not gonna walk through like every decision, unfortunately, live here. But I would say do check out some of the guides. I know, man. I know, like, okay, I got her. Oh my god, real. Holy shit. Wow. Did she... Dude, I cannot believe we lost that. She landed 2 jumps. I guess I should have waited on her to cleanse, because I think she cleansed my Ignite. And I should have waited on her to cleanse some of the CC instead of cleansing the Ignite, maybe. Holy shit, the exhaust plus the heal. I still don't know how we lost that. She got a full stack bomb that went off. And landed both jumps. And they got hit by my seed in the bush. That was crazy. Jinx still does some upfront damage, or like Ignite still does like half of its damage up front too, I'm pretty sure. Unless they changed it, I'm not remembering it correctly, but... Alright, well, I guess I should have held on to the Ignite longer. Maybe didn't play around the cleanse as much. And Triss healed early. Okay. They didn't even have it Ignite to cancel out our heal. So we should have gotten full value off of that.
Mortals irritate me like an itch beneath my bar.
Well, that's an omen of things to come. That's not good. That they're already able to beat us when we land everything on them. Because Triss is supposed to be super strong, like, in early levels. If you get it all in. Her base damages on those bombs is just so high. And the fact that they already beat us. Dude, come on. Like, I just pinged it. Okay. So yeah, purple one, and I didn't mean to sound too sassy or whatever. It's just sometimes I've had people say, you know, why are you talking about, you know, WoW when you're playing League and stuff like that. It's more of a, just sort of a, I don't know what you'd call it. Just annoyed by the fact that I'm talking about anything other than League during a League stream. So I thought it was one of those things rather than a, you literally don't understand what, like, it's actually confusing rather than it's just something that you don't prefer. What do you want, dude? You push! What do you mean? Like, you're Tristana, you're automatically gonna push the wave. From your explosive shot. You can't freeze. They're not 6 yet. Okay, that time I waited on the ignite. Fuck, this Shin ult's gonna... if Silas ran there, he probably would have died anyways. It is a cool game. Yeah, definitely check it out. It is competitive. I will preface by saying that it, you know, it can be challenging. But if you like competition, dude, I totally did not miss the ult. I'm like 99. Can someone go back and look for me so I don't have to look? I'm 99% sure that I hit the Jinx with the ult. And that this guy's a clown. But if I did miss it, my bad. But I'm like 99% sure that I hit it and this guy's just a fool. Okay, good. Well, yeah, if you like competition, you'd like the game. It's probably the most competitive online game in the world, I think, in terms of, like, the amount of people that play it. In the United States, it's a little bit lower. It's more popular in Europe, and it's, like, ultra popular in, like, China and Korea. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought, Dave. I hit it. Like, he just doesn't realize how big the hitbox is. He just has no clue what's going on. Like, he's asking me not to push the wave when he's playing Tristana, who, like, has to push the wave. Oh, I should have got a second point in Q. Oh my god, you me. So Yumi's a special character, the little cat thing that's in the Jinx. She's the only character that does that. That's just part of her thing. She's a support character. Okay, thanks, Stoner. Yeah, I was like 99% sure that I hit her because I remember seeing her rooted. So she attaches to teammates and she heals people and speeds them up, and she's untargetable when she's attached. So that's kind of her major unique feature, is that she's really squishy, like a lot of Enchanter supports are, but she can't be targeted later. So you have to kill the person she's attached to first, and then she can reattach to other people. So yeah, she's a really unique and interesting champ. A lot of people really hate her. Okay, so they're on Dragon right now. I don't think we're gonna be able to get this. We're gonna have to run. I really want to try to get that cannon, but I can't. Malzahar might be coming down too. Yeah, a lot of people don't like her. I don't mind her. I think she's okay, but just the fact that she is untargetable and she scales really well, like, she's very hard to deal with. Yeah, so she's one of the squishiest champions in the game if you get a hold of her when she's not attached. And she's very slow. She doesn't have any dashes or anything. So she's really, really vulnerable, but really powerful if she's allowed to attach. And in team fights, she can jump around and attach to different people. And because of that, you can build her very glass cannon, right? Which is like lots of buffs for your allies and not have to worry about your own survivability. So, I think she's an interesting design. It's just the major problem I think that most people have with her, and that I would argue is kind of problematic with her design, is that she can permanently stay attached, that it's not on a cooldown. I think if they just made it to where she could only stay attached for a few seconds at a time, and it was on some kind of short cooldown, like a 5-second cooldown, just so that she had some windows of vulnerability where people could get her, I think it would make it a lot easier to balance her. Obviously, you'd have to give her some buffs in other places if you did that, but I think that's a safer way. Yeah, Jinx was trying to hit the Tristana, the little Yordle, with stuff. With that rocket, but I was trying to body block it because I'm tankier. That rocket really does a lot of damage to squishy targets that are low health, but it doesn't do that much to tanks if you're at full health, which is... The guy that I'm playing right now, this tree, can either be a tank or he can be sort of a mage with his seeds. He's kind of a weird character. Yeah, you don't have to take flash either, which means you can take double combat sums, which is very good. I've got a buy here, I think. So hopefully she doesn't die, but we all know she's going to. We all know where this is going. It's gonna be like Yumi ult. But yeah, I do lots of guides, so if you're interested in the game, check it out, and you're always, you know, come in here and ask me questions, even if I'm talking about, you know, non-league stuff. I am a, an instructor at a large American university, too. I teach English by day. So if you, you know, have any questions related to that, or interests related to that, you know, we talk about that, too, sometimes. And I just have kind of like a cursory knowledge in a bunch of different fields that I've sort of studied over time. No way. No way. Okay, the bomb finally got her. Okay. Jeez, I was about to say, if Jinx got out of that. I did wait on the cleanse this time before I ignited. I just screwed up that first fight by cleansing early. But yeah, if I am talking about something else, definitely, you know, if you have questions or comments, you can definitely still talk about League or talk about any of that other stuff, and I'll circle back to it. Sometimes, you know, it's not uncommon for me to be talking about League and then talking about some other game and then offering relationship advice and then talking about some kind of philosophy all at pretty much the same time. Favorite character in League? I'd say historically that I've played a lot, that I enjoy playing, is probably Rakan. And I have been playing Rakan a lot. I just have been trying out this tanky Maokai build. But I'd say Rakan. Yes. So our team has 5 kills, their team has 10 right now. Kills are often an indicator of power, but not always. Like, the more important, there are other things that are more important than kills. So, like, some of these objectives, like, they have 2 dragons, that's more worrying than them having kills. Because if you kill that dragon, they just got their 3rd one, then you get, like, a permanent buff for your team. And if you get to 4 of them, then you get, like, a really, really big buff that's very difficult to overcome. So if they get 1 more dragon, it's a problem. And these timers up here are the dragon timers. So, dragon comes up every 5 minutes. And then there's a bigger neutral monster that comes up in the upper river called Baron. And if they ever take Baron, that's a huge deal. If they ever take Baron, that's a huge deal. Okay, so he just dies. Just literally gets soloed by Shin with his flash up. Like, Maokai, why are you warding? It's like 90% of the time, it's a mistake to go up and push tower. Unless you just got a kill or something. Like, if both people are up or you're not sure where the jungler is or whatever, like, it's a mistake to push up to just get some hits on the tower because you're so vulnerable to ganks. Or if they engage on you, if they, like, CC you under the tower or pull you in or something, it's obviously going to be really bad for you. I probably should have dodged this game, to be honest. Like, our team comp is not that great. I was just too busy talking and not paying attention. I assume she may have left because she's mad, but I don't know. Could be connection issues, but she got a juice box. She came back. She's probably just pitching a bit of a fit here. I don't think it's gonna matter. We're probably gonna lose in the long run, but do I plan on playing the next Clash tournament? Yeah, I'm gonna try to play on as many Clashes as I can if we get a team. I know, like, you know, some of our former team has kind of disbanded a little bit. I have no clue what happened to Dynasty. Maybe he's playing a different game or had something else going on in his life. I remember he got, I think, at least one coaching session, if not multiple, back in January when the season started, and he seemed, you know, really gung-ho about playing a lot. Seemed like he studied the game a lot, you know, did pretty well with us in Clash at times. I even duo queued with him a couple times, and then I just never heard a word from him, and he's disappeared. I don't even think he's come in and like, I think he was a viewer of the channel for a while too, so hopefully he's okay, and he's just playing something else, and, you know, he didn't get a bad case of COVID or something, but, and then I think, Toos is, I think last time I heard from Toos, I think he still comes around the channel some, but I think he's playing League a little bit less, and I think he said he was trying to, like, work out a little bit more. And, like, he had a job, and he was just trying to do some more, like, I don't know, out there, real-world stuff. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? Get your life together. Come play League. But anyway, so Toos will probably come back and check in with us every now and then, but, yeah, we just haven't been able to play with Toos and, Dynasty lately. We kind of replaced Dynasty with, Magus. Like, we had some people we were able to play with there. And then David G played with us, I think, a little bit with his Gangplank and Rise. But yeah, without Toos, it's been a little rough. So we did play with, you know, Jason and the boys last time. And I don't mind playing with them, it's fun, but sometimes it's a little shaky. But we probably will try to play it. Hey, thanks, Purple. Yeah, there's a lot to learn. League is a very, very complex game. It's like over 150 different characters, different abilities. But one thing that's really cool also is that they still add on new characters, usually like 4 per year. They rework some of the older characters to make them, like, you know, cool and interesting kind of for the new age. So they're just on Baron, right? Because our Udyr's bottom. Yeah. So they're just, this game, they're just annihilating us. It's just not even close. And then they're going to go over and probably get Soul. But they do updates every 2 weeks also. So you get these patches, which changes the game balance. So it's very rare there's something that is... Wow. Dude, Triss does no damage. Holy. Okay, well, I'll sign off on that one. I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, man, watch some videos. I can make some recommendations for you. They are kind of long, but usually I have timestamps, and you can also just, on YouTube, just turn it up to like 1.5 or 2x speed, and you can probably still understand it. And they're almost like podcasts, a lot of them, so you can kind of listen to them while you're just eating some lunch or studying or, you know, traveling to work or whatever. So yeah, I can, let me pull up a couple for you here real quick. The Shin ult definitely destroyed us there in a couple of key fights, but yeah, we just got outplayed at pretty much every position. Let me grab, I can, because I have a lot of guides on the channel, so I can grab a couple real quick. Oh, they already have. Okay, I'll look at that in a second. So yeah, so that's going to be it for the league games tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm just going to recommend, well, YouTube just keeps recommending some cool videos for me to, to watch. I'm trying to get over to my channel, but I'm like, oh, I want to bookmark that. I want to bookmark that. I'll check these out. Okay. But let me see here. So I can grab the links. If you scroll down here, you can see in-depth topical guides. So I think that the best one tricks is pretty good if you want to think about champions to main. I thought I did a more updated one trick. One trick for each role. Okay, I did not pull that up to the top, which I probably should do. Just actually like a billion guides. Okay, then we can probably move this down here. Okay, so this one's good. 5 simple tricks to help you climb. 5 ways to win. Best one tricks. So I would say this is good. I'm pretty sure I have a beginner's guide as well. But this would be like a good place to start. Wait, how did I click on the Rakan guide?
Nobody, welcome back.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Yes, this. So that's kind of trying to learn. That's a little bit of higher order stuff. But let me see if I can check. Look for the word beginner here, because I know I have a beginner guide. Beginner support guide. Okay, I think this.
I was struggling to.
Do I have timestamps? I don't remember if I do. Okay, here we go. I think this is really good if you're just kind of getting into it. So this one is also going to be solid. I think that's probably the best place to start. The other one is kind of like for people that have played a little bit and are kind of experienced. They're looking for some little bit of higher order stuff to work on. And right now, I've been kind of stuck in Platinum. I haven't been playing this much this season. I still play every night, but in the past, there have been some seasons, would stream for 6 to 8 hours a day, and I'd play over 2,000 games a season. Haven't been doing that much this season. Been playing some other games as well. Still playing League, but doing some other content as well. But last season, I was Diamond for a lot of the season, and we'll probably get back to Diamond at some point. We just haven't quite gotten back there yet. But that's the highest I've been, is like Diamond 3. But anyways, okay. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. Sorry again for the late start. I'm going to try to scale it back and get going again around maybe 11 a.m. or so. Try to do like 11 to 2, 11 to 3 kind of time block. 3 to 4 hours, I think, is pretty good. Platinum still, yeah, it's still pretty good. But as far as like a lot of content creators, there will definitely be some that are higher than me. But anyways. Yeah, it's still like the top 5%-ish or something like that. It is more competitive this season than it has been in the past because of the way they changed how some of the ranking up works. So Diamond is like top 1.5% or something, Diamond 4. And then, yeah, Platinum's like top 5%. But anyways, thanks, Purple London. Look forward to seeing you again sometime. And thank you, everybody else, for coming in. And we'll see you next time. Have a good day.